Hello everybody and welcome back to Soul Gambler. I believe we just landed in Dublin. It's been a while since I've played this, but I believe that's where we left off. So let's just get into it. I was so tired that I slept soundly throughout the trip. The stewardess had to wake me up. We had arrived in Dublin. Excuse me, where should I go to make my flight connection to Panama City? There must be some misunderstanding, sir. This is a direct flight, sir. There's no flight connection. And if I may add, it would be quite strange to make a stop in Dublin on flight to Panama. Yeah, I know it makes no sense, but that's what I was told. It's written here on my ticket. Look. 1 minute, please. Let me check, sir. Sir, I don't know how to explain this. I'm very sorry for what happened. Your connection wasn't in this city. I don't know how the attendants didn't notice you were embarking on this flight with the wrong ticket. What do I do now? Don't worry, sir. We can book your flight to Panama for tomorrow morning. And I'll have to wait here. You'll be staying in a nearby hotel. At our expense, of course. Okay, thanks for helping. I was not satisfied, but I knew it was important to be out of the country. And the idea to walk around and enjoy Dublin also didn't seem bad at all. Then a girl passed by, close to me. She seemed familiar. And there was something special about her. Suddenly I realized that I knew her. The girl was Peg. No way. I felt that I needed to say something. Hey! She didn't recognize me right away. FAUST! There you go. Hey, I'm just passing by. I had a problem with my flight, so I'll have to stay here in Dublin. Then I saw you and wondered... I know, you saw me and thought, who's that crazy girl talking to herself? I wasn't expecting to find her. I was so puzzled, so I said the first thing that came to my mind. Yes, nice to see you. Nice to see you too. So, why did you come to Dublin? Pleasure or business, madam? Business, I guess. I may move here. I have an opportunity here. But what about you? What are you doing around here? I had to catch a connection, but I had a few problems, so I'll have to stay in Dublin tonight. Oh yeah, you already said that. She was nervous, I could easily tell. Anyway, what a coincidence. I need to get to my hotel now, so I need to get going. But listen, there's a pub I heard of. Do you want to meet me there? Yeah, I'd love to see you again. What's the pub called? The Cursed Soul. That's an amazing sign. It's easy to find. Just ask any cabbie. I'll be there by 9, probably. Great. I'll meet you there then. See ya. The hotel room was simple, but neat. I took a bath and changed my clothes. After a while, someone knocked at my door. The door opened and a black man came in. I would really appreciate if strange people stopped coming out of nowhere. Dang you, FAUST! Of all the bloody places in this world, why did you come to Ireland? What's wrong with you? Look at the eyes. The green eye and brown eye. That's the dude. There was a strange thing about him. One of the man's eyes is green. Just one. Yep. I know, game. I'm catching on. This was happening all the time. You were supposed to be in Panama. How did you know that? You need to leave this place immediately. You didn't answer my question, pal. Trust me, the less you know, the better for you. She is too powerful here. I can't protect you here. Protect me? Yes, from the witch. This is her land. She was born in these lands. Here, her powers are stronger and she can manipulate many kinds of energies. We need to get you out of here immediately. We need to go. I'll leave tomorrow. Where are you going? Panama. Her powers are not stronger in Dublin, but her lands are nearby. Are you sure you will do exactly as I say this time? You need to leave this country. Yes, I'll leave. I'm here by mistake. I already have the correct ticket and all that. Alright, but be careful. She's around here. Don't leave Dublin, and do not get, by any means, close to Galway. Galway? What do you want now? What are you? You're not polite, I'll give you that. I know I'm quite odd for calling me it, even for you, is way too much. The less you know, the better for you. Just get on that flight to the magical city of Panama and carry out with your life. I took care of everything. You will be okay there. Bye, mate. I need to know the truth! You need to go to a safer place. That is what you need. And after that sentence, he was gone. I decided to take a nap. I was tired. When I woke up, it was night. I wanted to enjoy the city. I thought it would be a good idea to go out and find me a nice pub. I went to the pub Peg had told me about. The name seemed ironically appropriate. Gee, I wonder why! Hi, how can I help you, fellow? This pub has an interesting name, the Cursed Soul. This is a typical pub with an unusual history. In the early 20th century, a famous master brewer built this place. He always dreamed about having a pub. Share the joy and help people create bonds, he said. But he was always broke. He loved to gamble and he always lost everything. One day, he said he'd won a big bet and had all the money he needed. But he was not happy. And why not? Perhaps because of the emptiness we feel after getting what one wants in exchange for who we are. The fact that he committed suicide on the opening day. That's macabre. Even more macabre is that he changed the name of the pub at short notice. The Cursed Soul wasn't the original name. He said the new name was to represent the price he paid for the pub to last forever. Well, the pub is still here, firm and strong after all this time. Now you tell me, fellow, what do you think that happens when someone commits suicide? I have no idea. A guy like you always has some ideas. You're creative. You see beyond the obvious. I can't see an inch further from my nose. Why do you think I use these lenses? I always do that. I tell the story of the pub, and I ask the same question. But I'll never forget that answer an old lady gave me. What did she say? That a person who commits suicide leaves a part of their soul behind forever. And that part of the soul transforms itself and becomes something new, separated from its source, and spends its days there working to prevent other people from making the same mistake. I've heard stories of this kind. And she said more. She said that some witches are able to trap and enslave those souls, and use them to influence others. They speak things in other people's ears, convincing them to do things they don't want to do. Pacts, trades, betting. That woman's very creative. Creative indeed. Creativity is the most underrated tool, and the most powerful one. It is through creativity that we see through the mirror of reality, and unveil the truth. You alright? Yeah, well enough at least. You still have much to learn, FAUST. How do you know my name? I heard it the last time. Hold up. Am I in a time loop like Oxenfree right now? Are you kidding me? Don't you remember? No. Last time, but I've never been here. It's okay, fellow. By the way, you may call me Garson. I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling some kind of vertigo. Oh boy, here we go. Well. I was wondering when you'd show up again. Did you miss me, honey? That bartender seems to know some things. Now I know what you are. Another slave of the witch. Such harsh words for a boy. This is how you thank me for having helped you so much? Helped? All you did was give me stupid ideas. Ah, but I also gave you good advice, more than I could have given. It's your fault if you only listen to the bad ones. Anyway, I'm very close to getting rid of her. And you will help me. And why would I help you? One hand washes the other, as you would say. I want to get rid of her. And you too. I don't want to be involved in anything with you. We'll see when the time comes. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. She vanished and I was alone with the bartender. Enough talking. You came here to drink. A beer would be great. I'm on it. I'd barely taken the first sip when she appeared. You started without me. I'll have to run to catch you. I still wasn't feeling comfortable with her. I couldn't understand. I'd even sold a part of my soul to have a chance with her. It was as if part of her charm had gone away with the soul I sold. But it wasn't meant for me to be in Dublin, but I was, and so was she. I was already late, so I decided to go back to my hotel room. On the way back, I found a person I knew better than I'd like to. I knew it would be easy to bring you here, FAUST. What do you want from me? This time, he will not protect you. I looked behind me and saw the man in the suit. Faust, run! Shut up! She made a gesture with her cane, and the poor man rose above the ground. I can break each one of another gesture with a dreadful snap, and his leg twisted. Oh, wow. That's... wow. His arms began to twist. She's breaking in every bone in his body. With small gestures she made, each one of his fingers twitched. I'll kill you infinite times, and you still will not have what you deserve for having killed our son. Whoa! Where'd that come from? Does this have something to do with the bartender? Wow, this is interesting. I'm sorry, there was nothing else I could do. As soon as my son gets a new body, we will change the past. Each one of his descendants, yours and your children with that woman, all Fausts, all of them will no longer exist. And my son and I will have had the life that you denied us. She made one last gesture with her hand, and his neck was broken. Wow. That woman was dangerous. I hadn't understood what she wanted to do with me. I had to face her. I rushed up, ready to hit her. Take this, crazy old witch. My fist stopped completely. I couldn't move any muscle in my body. Your luck is that I need your whole body. Those were the last words I heard before passing out. Whoa, exorcism time! I woke up without knowing for how long I'd been sleeping. I was laid down, arms outstretched. Behind my head, a tombstone under an old tree. Around me, symbols drawn with some sort of white powder. Back to me, facing the moon, was the witch. I tried to move, but my body was paralyzed. What is this place? Under the ground, immediately below you, in the same position, are the bones of my son. It's been too long, hundreds of years. We waited so long for this moment. Finally, I'll be able to fix it all, make it right, to change the past. And what do I have to do with all this? When my son died, 666 years ago, I started a ritual. Wow, this game is very devil-like, I guess. A ritual which, last step, must be done by him using your body. The body that was supposed to be his. What do you mean by it was supposed to be his? That man with green eyes is the father of my son. When he allowed my son to get killed by the church, he broke the fate of our heritage. I was supposed to have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Instead, I watched the lineage of that woman proliferate. A Catholic woman whom he married. You are a descendant of that man, Faust. Born on the same day as my son, evening of April... Okay, hold up! That's creepy! That's my birthday! Hold up! That's actually my birthday. The evening of April 30th. Holy crap. That's scary. That's legit scary. I was born on April 30th. Whoa. Freaky Friday. You should have been the reincarnation of him. Reincarnation does not exist. It is as I told you. It makes no difference whether you believe it or not. After all this banter with selling your soul and other things, you still doubt what you see? I'm crazy. I must be crazy. When my son died, I've imprisoned a part of his soul with me. And as part of his soul that has a bond with that man, I've abandoned. The part that is within you. So is this why I've always felt incomplete? Yes, but you'll be whole pretty soon. Although you won't remember anything. When the soul of my son takes over your body, his personality will take precedence over yours. I want nothing of that man and my son. When he and I get together again, he will use this dagger to complete the ritual, and history shall be rewritten. Why are you doing this only now? It needed to be today. Today is the day my son died, the anniversary of his death. I've kept my eye on you for a long time. Do you remember the first time you saw me? At the bus stop? No, the first time was just a moment before that. You were born on the same day as my son. What? It's a 1 in 365 chance, not so much of a coincidence. That's all I need, thank you. Why are you telling me all this? One of the conditions for the ritual is that you know exactly what's being done. Condition I have just fulfilled to the letter. I followed you from afar since the day you were born, and guaranteed that your life was the most tedious possible. After all, I needed you to make the pact, so you would end up selling as much of your soul as possible. The less soul you have in this body of yours, the easier it shall be for my son to take control over your personality. You're not as weak as I would like, but you're weak enough. I hope 75's enough. My son should have no trouble overcoming your personality with his own. If you do not resist, it'll be less painful. She stuck the dagger right on my left hand. Ah! I felt an excruciating pain. It was terrible. I could scream, but I could not struggle. In fact, it's painful anyway. Her voice sounded distant. Very distant. I opened my eyes. It was like I was at the bottom of an endless ocean. I wondered if I was dying. You're still alive. Where am I? We are inside your mind. In this exact moment, we are sharing your body. Friendly for now. He looks a lot like me. Or FAUST. Who are you? My name is Cedric. My mother must have already spoken to you about me. What do you want? I thought you already knew that. My mother wants to put me in your body. She also wants me to take over your mind. The ritual has begun. Do not fight. And why would I do that? We can make a deal. Deal? I hate my mother, that manipulative witch. She kept me prisoner all this time. She just wants to have control over everything. I have no intention of following her plan. And I don't believe we can live as one whole. We can share the same body, and one of us might always be in control. Which one of us, you or me? Depends on who has the strongest will. It's not so bad. The one that is not in control can still be heard. I don't want this. I knew you couldn't be that stupid, FAUST. Okay, I admit I tricked you. I got all the soul I needed to get free in our special night together. So that's how you got free. What is happening? That witch imprisoned me. She took my better side, transforming me into this simple being, and enslaved me. She has forced me to use my gifts to trick men and women in order to make them trade their souls for their foolish desires. You're just another one of her slaves. You just accepted to serve her in order to escape the punishment for suicide. You know very well who's responsible for my suicide. Your mother manipulated me into doing what I did. Just like she's been doing for centuries with so many people. And it's your fault. I'm not guilty of my mother's actions. I didn't ask to die. No, but she was only able to keep you in prison with her because you accepted it. I didn't want to die, for God's sake. I couldn't imagine she'd go through all this. Change the past? How many souls has she collected to do this? She's already weak for having started the ritual. Give me what's left of your soul, FAUST, so I can have a body and then enough power to vanquish her. All my soul. You're already condemned. At least she won't be able to alter the past this way. Haha. Are you really going to give her all your soul so she can get rid of all this? My deal is a better option, FAUST. Don't believe him. Once he gets into your body, he'll imprison your personality. If you take my deal, I will grant you a wish. Even though your personality might be gone, I shall grant it to you. And how I know you're going to grant it at all? Let's make a bet. I bet 100% of my soul that I will fulfill my promise. That means if I do not fulfill it, I'll lose all my soul and the control over your body will be all yours. If she finishes the ritual, and he finishes his mother's ritual, your father, your grandfather, all of your ancestors from the last 666 years shall not exist anymore. They'll simply be gone. And of course, you won't exist either. Time in that place was a strange thing. I could not define if I was taking the fastest decision of my whole life, or if hours went by while I was deciding. No solution seemed good enough, so... what should I do? So if I give her my soul, she'll vanquish the witch. And if I face him, that's not going to end well, so that option's out. Well, is it though? This is a very tough decision. Everything's kind of moving really fast. Kind of having trouble keeping up. I don't know. If I take the deal, I get one wish. What could that wish be, though? Gonna take the deal. I'll take your deal, Cedric. No! He already said he takes the deal. It's too late. Now, let's find out who shall prevail in this body, Faust. In case I prevail, I shall grant you that wish. Tell me, Faust, what is your last wish? Share your body with me. Don't imprison my mind. Kill your mother, or free that man from his curse. I'm not going to ask him to kill his mother. Share your body with me. Or I could free the dude from his curse. I'm gonna do what's best for me. Share your body with me. What? Didn't you say anything? You're clever. I see if you could only be a part of me. Clever? I just made the most obvious of all wishes. There was a chance I had to take. Now I will not be able to be alone in this body. I'll have to listen to you in my head all the time. He extended his hand for me. Give me your hand. I reached out for his hand. And then we were whole again. I woke up. But I was no longer in control of my body. All I could do was watch Cedric controlling everything. You've got control of the body. Yes, but I still have to listen to your voice. My son, is that you? Yes, Mother, it's me. Here it is, my son. Finish the ritual. Use your blood to rewrite history. Alter destiny. Fix everything. Then I saw myself looking at the dagger as if I was considering what to do. Don't do it, Cedric. Shut up, Faust. Faust, is he still in there? Yes, I had to make a deal with him. I still have to listen to whatever he has to say. Doesn't matter. Finish the ritual. Then I saw myself throwing the book away and plunging the dagger into her heart. Holy crap, so he was going to kill her either way. But why? You've imprisoned me for so long. You could have let me go. I could have already lived another life. But my son, it wouldn't have been you. Die for once! After some time, many people go through by this pub. However, none of them are ordinary people. Ordinary people just don't see it. They go by without even noticing the pub. Only the insane, the restless, and the misfits find this place. Take the man sitting in front of me, for example. Son of a crazy mother and a cursed father. He had his personality split in two forever because he doesn't want to reunite with his other self. It's only a half of himself. The other half was reduced to a voice in his head. I don't know what you expect to find in this place, Faust. I don't know either. But somehow I feel that this place, I should be here, or should have come before, not sure. I have a strong hunch about it. Losing control over your body is driving you crazy. I look like one too. I'm talking to myself. Talking to yourself is not necessarily insanity. But never being able to be alone is what can lead to someone to madness. You have no idea of how much you are right. You don't know how right I am, my dear Cedric. That's the end. Well. All right. Well, that picked up very fast. And I barely even follow what was going on from the end of that. That was worth 50 cents. I'll say that much. That game was all right. Interesting story. A bit hard to follow at the end, but I kind of see where they were going with it. So, all right. I guess that's the end of this little mini-series, I guess. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what I can do better. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. And as always, I hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.